All right, we are live, and I just unmuted, and they are going to play the national anthem. So I wanted to come on and let you all know this is the 10U game. They're going to play the national anthem. We're going to mute ourselves for the national anthem. Then when we come back, 10U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. We are live from Viera Regional Park for the 10U matchup between the Suntree Viera Hawks and the Deltona Panthers. Caleb Brown here bringing you all of the action from a beautiful day here at Suntree Viera Park. A gorgeous day for football. It's hot, but it's still gorgeous. It's Florida football. Here we go. 10U action. And we'll set to kick. Kicking off from the 45-yard line are the Deltona Panthers. Put your arms down so I can see your number. Number 16 back deep to receive for the Hawks. That's Jake DeGroff. He's one of the two back deep, and it's going to be number 9, Blake Monarch. So Monarch and DeGroff back deep to receive for the Hawks. 10U action, getting set to kick off. Fresh 10 on the clock. Set to do the kicking duties looks like number 0, Jeremiah Felder. And there's the kick and the return. Blake Monarch will jump on it, and Monarch will recover it at about the 46, 45, 46-yard line. First and 10 from their own 45-yard line for the Hawks, and here come the 10U Hawks. And if you've been following Suntree Viera, you're going to hear a lot of familiar names. I'm talking Christopher Nelson, Hudson Argo, Easton Gulf. We're talking Huck Nelson, Jeremy St. Angelo. Come out in the pistol. And that's going to be a toss. There to number, that's toss of Monarch. Monarch getting to the outside and finally being tackled after picking up a nice gain there on first down. That's Blake Monarch. It's going to be 2nd and 7. In there at quarterback is going to be number 4, Easton Goff, the quarterback. Goff sends a man in motion. He's going to fake the jet sweep. Now he's going to keep it himself. Goff with a swim move and picks up another couple of yards. And Easton Golf tackled by number 7, Travis Williams for the Panthers. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. And a timeout called by the Panthers early here. 7:46 left to go here in the first quarter. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. Let all your friends and family that cannot make it, maybe they're spread around the world, right here on the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page. They can watch all the action right here. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 for Suntree Viera. 7:40 left to go here in quarter number 1. Hope everyone's ready to enjoy the first real day of college football. Got everyone playing. So something the Deltona coaching staff did not like with their defense that had to call a timeout not even 2.5 minutes into the game. Check that. 3.5. Comes out, sends a man in motion. And half the defensive line jumps off sides. That's going to be free 5 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and about 1 yard to go. Check that, 3rd and 2. Just because I can't do quick math in my head right now. Nobody pay any mind to that. Two yards away from picking up a Natwick Insurance first down. I'd like to thank our first quarter sponsor, Florida Breeze Air and Heat. Golf brings his Hawks to the line. Number 12, Trevor Langley, back to the top of the screen. Now they're bringing number 7 in motion, and they're going to toss to Menark. Blake Menark trying to find a hole, makes a man miss, gets up, but picks up a Natwick first down and then some. Blake Menark. But there's a flag on the play, and usually when it's in that particular area, that's usually in the area of a hold. So this run will come back and back them up 10 yards. So no first down, and it will be 3rd and long. It's a holding penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 here for the Hawks. 7.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Golf, play action to Menark. Now he's going to keep it himself. Golf goes right around that right side, picking up big yardage, and he'll be close to the first down. He might have picked it up, depending on where they spot this ball. I think they're going to spot it 1 yard short, I think. The referee's left foot is standing on the first down marker. And they're going to call it. That's going to be a Suntree Viera Hawk first down and a Natwick Insurance first down. Natwick Insurance, Brevard Sports Network, powered by Natwick Insurance. For your insurance needs, give Natwick a call. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. First down for the Hawks. And now a timeout called by Suntree Viera. 5:55 left to go here in the first quarter.
We want to remind folks that we do have concession open. Lots of good stuff still left there, but it's going fast.
All right, let's see if we can get some of these shout-outs going here in the chat. We got Annie Oakley, go number 6, the only girl. Number 6, Isabel Blair for the Deltona Panthers. I like it. I like it. And we got Jean Metotes. Go Hawks, woot woot. Coach Stewart and team from Port Richey. We got Kimberly McDonald who says, go Jackson. Again, I love hearing where everyone's watching from, who you're rooting for. Here we go. Golf slings a pass to the outside, and it's going to pick up some major yardage. And by major yardage, I mean 4 yards. That was Roman Lynch on the reception. But a penalty, and this play is coming back. It's going to be holding, and that's going to back up the Hawks. Replay first down, but it's going to be first down and about 16. 5:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Golf is going to hand off to Menard. Menard trying to get to the outside. He's got to battle some speed. And number 10, who was the first one on the play. Check that. That was 0 first one on the play. Jeremiah Felder said, I don't think so. Face mask penalty on Deltona. Is it of the 5-yard variety or the 15-yard variety? I didn't see anything egregious, and it's of the 15-yard. And it will replay first down, but now it's going to be first and 8 here for the Hawks. Kimberly McDonald watching from Arizona. And now we got a water break with 4:27 left to go here in quarter number 1. And teams talking it out here. 4:27 left to go here in the first quarter. No score, as you can see right up there on your Zone 6 scoreboard. I'd like to thank Florida Breeze Air and Heat for sales, service, and installation. Give them a call at 321-951-8767 or find them online at floridabreeze.com. Golf sends a man in motion. Golf. Man in motion check with me. He put Langley in motion. Coming out of the pistol, still one receiver to the top of your screen. Golf now sending another man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. He's going to give it to Menard. Menard looking for a lead block, and that grassy knoll came up from the turf and tripped him up. And And it will be second down and about second and 12 for the Hawks. Three and a half minutes left to go here in quarter number one. Everyone checking their play cards. Golf with Monarch in the backfield. There's a snap. Golf fires out to Langley. Langley not able to get anywhere. Great closing speed by that Deltona Panther defense. It's going to bring up third down and about 13 yards. 2:44 left to go here in the first quarter. Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning. First real Saturday of college football. And now they're and Viera's going to get a delay of game. Looked like a lot of confusion there. Sent one man in motion, the other man went in motion. Everyone's looking at coach like, what do we do? 3rd and 18 now. That penalty will back them up. 1:50 left to go here in the first quarter. No score. Each team has had one possession. Actually, what am I talking about? Viera has owned the ball the whole first quarter. That's going to be a swing pass out to Monarch. Monarch down the sideline, following blockers, kicks it into some speed, and makes it into fourth and much more manageable should they decide to go for it. He'll be taken down at the Panther 39-yard line. A minute left to go. The Hawks have had the ball. Schmidt, this is 10U as is posted right on the top of the scoreboard. Suntree Viera is going to call their second timeout of the first quarter. 50 seconds left. They want to talk about this fourth down here. It's going to be fourth and about 5. That was a big play they had on the swing pass there to Blake Monarch. Absolutely. Like to thank Florida Breeze, Air and Heat, as well as our two title sponsors, Natwick Insurance and Zone 6. All right, fourth down. It's 4th and 5. A big fourth down. The Hawks have held the ball almost the entire first quarter. Motions everybody to that right side. A stop, check with me, check with coach. There's a snap, and it's going to be a Golf taking it himself, and he'll be marked short. But there was a flag here on the near side. False start on the offense. That penalty will be declined. It will be turnover on downs, and the Deltona defense bends, but they do not break. And so we'll get a chance to take a first look at this Deltona Panther offense. 1st and 10 from the 36, 37-yard line is where, from their own 36, 37-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And we'll see who leads this Panther squad on the offensive side of the ball. All right, I believe it's number 8, Darren Hall. And he'll try to illegal substitution on the offense.
2 minute in on the field for the offense. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So back them up. 1st and 15 for the Panthers.
So the Panthers start off going backwards. 27 seconds left to go here in the here in the first quarter. I apologize. I tried not to cough in the mic. And number 8's going to try to hand it off, and that Suntree defensive line got a good jump on the ball. In there on the tackle was number 72, Alexander Russo. And that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. No score as Viera holds the ball for, see if we minus 30, 9 minutes and 30 seconds of the third quarter. And the Deltona gets the ball with 30 seconds left, runs one play, and we'll be back with second quarter action after I take a quick drink break right here on the Brevard Sports Network. And a fresh 10 is put on the clock. 10 minutes as we get set to start the second quarter. And second and 12. And it's going to be number 2 in at quarterback, Demir Hamilton, as there was confusion. And there was some confusion there as Mr. Hamilton got to the line, looked at coach and said, "Hey, what's the play?" And so coach calls a timeout to regather the troops. And as a coach, it's got to be frustrating. You just came out of end of quarter break. You had extended time to talk about this. And still can't get the play off. As a coach, having to burn a timeout. Not something you like to do. But again, this is 10U. They're learning. coaches are learning to communicate with the players. And Hamilton takes the snap. Hamilton's going to follow his lead block, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Tackled by number 13, Benjamin Rennes. Going to bring up third down here from the 41. 3rd and 7 here for the Panthers. Coming up on 8:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Try second quarter. I'm sitting there skipping ahead. And number 8's going to hand off there to number 0, who slips the tackle, but he's still in pursuit. And number 10 for the Hawks comes up, Hudson Argo, making a play. Number 0 was the ball carrier. That was Jeremiah Felder. And slipped one tackle, but that Hawks pursuit was right there.
Just a reminder, there is no standing at the fence here at Viera Regional Park. We can have you off the sidewalk so the folks behind you can enjoy the game. Whether you're wearing red or orange, holding a phone with a hat on, or something else. No standing in front. Hello.
So it's going to bring up 4th down now as the Hawks are going to bring the blitz. Rolling out to pass, fires, and incomplete. That was Darren Hall. I'll tell you what, the line did a good job picking up the blitz. I mean, the Hawks were coming, but no one able to get open, and Suntree Viera forces a turnover on downs, and will bring up a Natwick Insurance 1st down with 7:49 left to go here in the second quarter. So now we'll get a second look of the Suntree Viera Hawk offense. First time they had the ball, they held the ball all but 45 seconds of the first quarter. And now we get a chance to see this offense here. Hudson Argo now in at quarterback. Trying to send a man in motion. Apparently there's confusion on the play. And that's going to be... And another frustrating timeout if you're a coach. You just got out of a huddle. You just called the play, and now guys are not knowing when to motion. You have your quarterback standing there signaling a motion, but no one is moving in motion. $7:18 left to go here in the second quarter. All right, so here we go again. Let's try this one more time. 1st and 10 in opposing territory. Argo, the quarterback, sends a man in motion. Argo with the toss, and that's number 16. Number 16 cuts inside. Number 16 found daylight. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. That's DeGraff on the carry. Jake DeGraff. One play, 30-plus yards. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Tried to go to the outside, found the cutback lane, slipped some tackles.
And the Hawks are going to line up for the point, or in this case, hopeful points after attempt.
And
You get 2 points if you kick the ball through the uprights as opposed to running it or passing it into the end zone. You get 1.
they're going to kick. In to do the kicking is number 4, Easton Goff. In to hold the kick is number 17, Blake Worley. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 6:58 left to go here in the second quarter, the Suntree Viera Hawks put 8 points on the board after holding the ball for 9 minutes and check that, 9 minutes, 15 seconds. Not coming up with any points. 6 minutes and 58 seconds into the second quarter, with 6 minutes and 58 seconds left in the second quarter, it is 8-0 Hawks. Huh? Oh, yeah. So here we go as we get set to kick. That was a Jake DeGraff touchdown. Jackson Genazzo set to do the kicking. And that's an onside kick that worked. The Hawks get it back on an inadvertent onside kick. Little miscommunication. Tank Weaver says he's got an NIL deal. And now we get a chance to see this offense again. We got Quincy Parquette who says, "Let's go, Bo." All right, here we go. Sends a man in motion. There's the toss. Genazzo with the toss to number 16. Number 16 down the sideline, cuts inside, makes 2 men miss. 3 tacklers mix, still on his feet, and finally pushed out of bounds. That was number 16, Jake DeGraff, who had the previous touchdown. And that'll be enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down, along with a Natwick Insurance first down. Natwick Insurance, Brevard Sports Network insurance that Brevard Sports Network is powered by. As there is a down Hawk on the field, as the trainers come to take a look at him. I'll tell you what, that the last couple of events have truly spun this game. So the Hawks start the first quarter holding it for a solid 9 minutes and 15 seconds. The Panthers get the ball for 45 seconds of that first quarter, continue into the second quarter. The drive kind of stalls out. Turnover on downs. The next play, Genazzo toss to DeGraff, and DeGraff takes it 30-plus yards for a score in one of the most electrifying runs we have seen today. I say one of because there was one other run by a Deltona Panther. I cannot remember the kid's name, and I'm gonna have to go watch the broadcast back tonight because that was a Barry Sanders-like run. One from one side of the field, cut back to the other side, spin move, little shake and bake. We saw a hurdle. I mean, we've seen some good things early on today, and that's just an omen of things to come. I'm loving it. First and 10, Suntree Viera from the 18-yard line as they are inside the Gamers R Us red zone. Genazzo in the pistol, and he's going to give it off to the motion man. Breaks away into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Number 18, Josiah Morris. Josiah Morris brought on that wide receiver jet motion, takes the jet sweep, and he'll get into the end zone. 6:05 left to go here in quarter number 2. Out to kick the 2 points is one of the other quarterbacks, Easton Golf. On to do the holding is Blake Worley. Snap, hold is good. And wait a minute, it's picked up. No, try is no good. And there's some frustrating faces right there for Suntree Viera. It's 14-0. 14-0 Suntree Viera. 6:05 left to go here in the first quarter. V-Bucks, Robux, what do you want? Y'all are funny in the chat. I love it. Thank you, Coach Weaver, Quincy Parquette, Kimberly McDonald. Thank you all for jumping on Brevard Sports Network as making us a part of your Saturday. Easton Golf set to do the kicking. There's a nice driving kick. And number one's just going to dive on it just to make sure that his offense gets a chance to touch the ball. It's going to be Liam Solar. And it will be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. 6:02 left to go in the first half. Caleb Brown here bringing you all of today's action. Again, I'd like to thank Florida Breeze for partnering up with the Brevard Sports Network. Powered by Zone 6 Reapers, 7v7 and athletic training, as well as Natwick Insurance. Number 8 under center. Worley gets checked into the field late, and number 5 cuts inside. Wait a minute, ball's out. Ball's on the ground. Who's come up with it? And the Panthers come up with the recovery. So we'll be second down and about 8 for the Panthers. 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. You want to talk about a break for the Panthers. That could have been disastrous. And there's the handoff. Little number 7, that was Travis Williams on the carry. Picks up about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. 4:26 left to go here in the second quarter. Felder on the carry there and completely didn't see what happened. 4th and 3 as they pick up 2 yards. $3:50 left to go here in the second quarter. $14-0. The Suntree Viera Hawks leading, as you can see, on the Zone 6 7v7 and athletic training scoreboard. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Suntree Viera Hawks will take. I'd like to welcome Sandy Smith, who says, "Go Hawks, go Jackson Genazzo."
We're going to bring this back to an all-skate. All-skate carefully and normally in this normal skating direction.
All right, so they're coming back from the timeout. 3:14 left to go here in the first half. And you know these Suntree Viera Hawks just want to put another score on the scoreboard before halftime. Golf in at quarterback. Blake Menark in at running back.
It's 1st and 10 Hawks. And we're going to have a flag on the play. False start. And that's going to back him up 5.
False start on the Hawks, so 1st and 15 for the Hawks. About the 40 or 36-yard line. $2:48 and counting left to go here in the first half as they're all calling the play. Golf brings the Hawks to the line in the pistol formation. Blake Menark in the backfield. Sends Langley in motion. He's going to give it off to Langley. Langley makes the first man miss. And he's still up on his feet, cutting back across the field. Trevor Langley gets back to the line of scrimmage. It will remain 2nd and 15. And look, some of you are like, well, Caleb, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, but that easily could have been a loss of another 5 or 7 yards. .132 left to go here in the first half.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, no standing on the fence, no standing on the sidewalk. You're blocking the view of the people behind you, whether you're in a uniform or wearing plain clothes.
And there he goes, Golf. Golf continuing to make people miss. Golf fighting for yardage.
3-4 yard line.
And that'll make it 3rd and much more manageable. Huh? Minute 6 left to go here until halftime. 3rd and 2 now for Suntree Viera, as Easton Golf doing an excellent job getting this back to a 3rd and short. 45 seconds left to go. I don't think the Hawks have any more timeouts. I think they called all 3 of them already. Sends Langley back in motion. Golf gives it to play action. Fires. It's going to be caught. Number 7 down the sideline. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Number 7, Jack Newharth. Jack Newharth. And it's 20-0 Suntree Viera, pending the 2-point conversion. Golf on the 2-point kick. Snap to Worley. Kick up. And it is good. So with 21 seconds left to go here in the first half, it's 22-0, Suntree Viera on top. Jake DeGraff, I believe, with 2 touchdowns. And that third one goes to, let me make sure I say his name correct, Jack Newharth. And Janazzo number 88 tried to hand it off to somebody. He didn't want it, and so they'll just go down and keep a hold of the ball. 15 seconds left to go here at halftime. So just like I did with the previous 2 games, if the cheerleaders come out and do a routine, I will unplug the mixer and allow everyone to watch and listen to the routine. If they have music, I will have to mute because I don't want to get copyrighted, and I want to be able to bring the rest of this broadcast to you. This one and the rest of them, 12 and 14U, as 11U Suntree Viera is out traveling. And by traveling, I mean they're playing somewhere else.
Deltona, right at halftime, is going to be book check. Book check for 12U Deltona.
And there was so much movement. False start on the offense.
1 second left in the half.
1 second left to go in the half. Timeout called by the Panthers. They're going to try to draw. Maybe they're trying to draw something up. We got Destiny Gonzalez. Go Elijah. Go Panthers. So far, the Deltona Panthers are 2-0 today as a program. They scored a lot of points. And here comes the final play of the second quarter, and tackled by a host of Hawks there, including number 72, Alexander Russo. And it's halftime. We'll be back in about 10 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
And now let's make some noise for your Suntree Viera Lady Hawks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for both the Lady Panthers and Lady Hawks who are coming out and showing us their stuff today. Great job, ladies.
All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
All right, folks, we are back live for the here on the Brevard Sports Network, and it's third quarter. And for the first time today, the Suntree Viera Hawks are dominating. In a game in the 6U and 8U. Yeah, you're good. 6U and 8U was dominated by the Deltona Panthers, in which Suntree Viera did not put a score on the board. And now all those points seem to be coming out in the 10U game, as the 10U have put 22 on them in the first half. And he's got some room. And look at the kickoff coverage team. First one there was number 18, Josiah Morris. I'd like to thank Florida Air and Breeze for their sponsorship. But we're going to tell you about another great sponsor, Rich's Auto Tech. Rich's Auto Tech are a great sponsor that we have. Home of the million-mile warranty. Rich's Auto Tech, a great, great mechanic.
We're going to have a personal foul penalty against the Panthers. That's going to back them up.
And penalty against the Panthers will back them up. 9:53 left to go here in the second half. Wow. Third quarter. Late hit against the Panthers. I can listen. I don't know this this coaching staff, but I'll say this: there's gonna be a lot of running at practice, because if there's one thing coaches know how to cure those undisciplined penalties, it's gonna be lots and lots of running. At least that's the way I know I was disciplined when I came up in football. For every 15 yards, we had an extra. We had 3 100-yard gassers for every 15-yard penalty we picked up as a team. Every 5-yard penalty was 1 gasser. And I think that's going to be encroachment. That should be encroachment on the defense. So that'll be 5 yards back, 5 yards up. So now it's 1st and 5 for the Panthers. And there's this Panthers offense almost looks like a wing tee, but without all the motion. Typically, in a typical wing tee, there's a lot of window dressing, a lot of motion going on. There's not too much motion. It's just we're going to bunch up and see if you can guess who's got the football and see what happens.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 here for the Panthers. And ball's on the ground, and I think Suntree Viera might have fallen on it.
On the ground. It's going to be
Recovered by Suntree Viera, and with 8:21 left to go, all they have to do is score a touchdown, and the clock begins to run. And that'll be a Natwick Insurance first down for the Hawks. And clock has already begun to run. 8:11 left to go here in the third quarter. Ginazzo under center. Ginazzo almost fumbles the snap. He'll have to just bury it up the middle, and that'll be a gain of maybe a yard, maybe. Cameron Miller on the tackle for the Panthers. It'll be second down and about 9. Coming up on 7 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Ginazzo sends a man in motion. Ginazzo with the toss, and he'll cut, and look at the wide open hole. One man to beat, and great closing speed there by the backside back who came flying across the screen. Gained maybe a yard on the play. The ball carrier, number 16, Jake DeGraff, who's got 2 touchdowns on the day, both of them from 30-plus yards. 6:27 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. It's going to bring up third down and about 7 or 8 yards. Menark, the deep back, behind Ginazzo. Ginazzo sends a man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep, gives it off to Menark, and Menark, dodging a couple of tacklers, unfortunately he had 2 linemen that had gotten shoved to the ground, had to try to dodge them. Amir Hamilton will get credited with the tackle, but I think he tripped on Worley, the right side tackle. It's going to bring up fourth down and 7 yards. Ginazzo sends a man in motion. He's going to toss it to DeGraff. Low toss, and the Panthers, either way, it's going to be Panthers ball. Ginazzo jumps on it, but now all of a sudden, the Suntree Viera Hawks can't seem to find any rhythm on offense. Everything's out of sync. Everything is just miscombobulated, and it's 4:46 left to go here in the third quarter, and we'll see if the Panthers can make anything happen. I'd like to thank Rich's Auto Tech. Rich's Auto Tech, home of the million-mile warranty. Great job they do. We've trusted the very famous Brevard Sports Network mobile with their business, and they have not let us down. Great service, great people, great price. Tell you, Rich's Auto Tech, that's who you need to get with. All right, as we move forward, 4:46 left to go here in the third quarter. And I think someone tripped. We'll give Josiah Morris credit with the tackle. Second and 13 now for the Panthers. All right. Well, we don't tolerate those kind of posts on our stream, so goodbye. All right, so here we go for the Panthers. And a timeout's called. Timeout for Deltona, and 3:28 left to go here in the third. Tell you what, if you got Suntree Viera offense, coach is probably sitting you down and talking, guys, what do we got to do? I mean, it seemed like they could do no wrong in the first half. I mean, they were just running what they wanted, when they wanted, how they wanted. Come out first drive of the second half, they just nothing was in sync. I know these coaching staffs. These coaching staffs don't tolerate the oh well it was halftime. No. Here we go. False start on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards.
There's no standing at the fence, please.
Sends a man in motion. Ball's on the ground, and yeah, no, that's overheated. Phone, don't you do it. Yeah, it's going to back them up 5, and right now, to get to a first down, they need to get to the 35. They're currently sitting at about the 15 or... And there's a big play down the sideline. And that's going to be a late hit. That's going to be a late hit, and that's going to tack on 15 extra yards onto that play.
Personal foul against the Hawks. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And it's going to be enough for a first down.
And that'll be enough for the first down picked up by the Panthers offense. And there's a snap. Fires, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was number 5, Elijah Boda. Hudson Argo on the coverage for the Hawks. .156 left to go here in the third quarter. And that's going to be false start on the offense, so that'll back them up 5 yards. 2nd and 15 here for the Panthers. And a nice pickup there by the Panthers. Timeout call is going to now bring up 3rd down. Deltona calls a timeout.
And just once again, a reminder, concession is open. Food is there. Make sure you get your grub and your drink on. It's open there for you to enjoy. And also for you to enjoy whether you're here or away. That's right, Brevard Sports Network in the house all day long. Covering this game and the following 2. Caleb with the styles on the mic, keeping you informed play to play. Go to Brevard Sports Network, can be found on Facebook Live. Streaming all day.
So here we go. After the timeout, here come the Panthers. Again, I'd like to thank Rich's Auto Tech for being a great sponsor. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Tries to get to the outside. Makes one man miss. Slips out of another tackle. Slips out of another tackle. And nope, it's all right. Jeremiah Felder tried to spun out of 3 tackles. Almost spun out of a 4th. But that by the time that Hawks defense was there and ready to go. That's creative, I'm not going to lie. .50 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. It's going to bring up 4th down and long for the Panthers. There's the snap. Nobody around. Wait a minute. You're going to call that incomplete. Turnover on downs, and that'll bring up a Natwick Insurance 1st down for the Panthers. Huh? Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to move that shelving unit up. So now, Suntree Viera will take over on the Panther 33-yard line. 7 seconds left to go in the game, or in the third quarter. Coming up next, we're going to have 12U action. Golf sends a man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep, gives it to Monarch. Monarch slips out of one tackle and is thrown to the ground. And that will be the final play of the third quarter with your score. The Suntree Viera Hawks 22, the Deltona Panthers 0. We'll be back in 2 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network. So here comes the Hawks. And they're going to give it off there to number 16. Number 16 finds some running room. Off the left side, he could go. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Jake DeGraff with his third touchdown of the day. And now they go to kick the 2 points. And it's 28, meaning that clock now runs. There's only two things that can stop the clock: coaches' timeouts and, God forbid, a player injury. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's 30-0 in favor of the Suntree Viera Hawks, who will pick up win number 1 as a program today. So again, we'll get ready for the 12U broadcast as soon as this one ends. And this was a much-needed win for this for Viera as a program. Again, coming up in the next game, it'll be 12U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. I'd also like to give a reminder to anybody who's been watching, if you see a highlight play that you like, feel free to screen grab it, screen record it, however it is you download the game. We have no problem. The only thing we ask is if you post a clip from our game, just tag us. Just all we would like is our video credit. And almost not able to pick that ball up and diving on it are the Panthers. But yeah, we're not the NFL. We're not going to come say you need to pay us money to use our video. We're not like that. But if if you would be so kind, just tag us on Instagram, on X. On Instagram and X, it's at Sports Brevard. On Facebook, obviously, it's at Brevard Sports Network. Seven minutes left to go till this one's over. Officially. There's a snap and almost fumbled that one, and the Hawks defense was back there. First one back there was Blake Monarch, followed up by Jackson Genazzo. Second down and 14 here. Again, I'd like to thank everyone who's joined us here on this beautiful Saturday. And there's a keeper, and he'll go right up the middle with it. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Goes to pass it, fires, throws it up, and it's incomplete. As the wind really starting to pick up here. No complaints. The wind's picking up. I'll take it to get this air moving and keep it nice and circulating. And 4th down here for Deltona. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go. Send a man in motion. You got to give it a 0-0. Find some room upfield. Find some room. He's got some daylight. He could. Shoves a tackler off. Finally brought down from behind. Number 0, Jeremiah Felder. And Felder found some daylight, and he took full advantage of it. And that will be obviously big enough for a Natwick Insurance first down. And a water break with 3:38 left to go. And so the Panthers will keep the ball at least another minute. Again, 3:37 left to go and counting. Panthers, high snap, tried to give it off, and number 5 takes it on the end around, makes a man miss, makes a second man miss down the sideline.
Number 5, Elijah Bota on the run.
Elijah Bota.
On the play. And it's going to come back. It's going to be a holding penalty.
But it will be a holding penalty called on the Panthers. That'll bring it back 10 yards. Look, you look like you're having fun. Huh? Sorry, you hear me making conversation. It's I'm up here with quick cuts, and by the way, he's done a great job of like trying to keep stuff shaded. A woman donated a blanket for us to hang behind us. He's got 2 umbrellas, and he's been like working and fiddling with them to make sure, try to keep our equipment out of the sun. I'm very grateful. And here's Felder, and Felder cut down by number 10, Hudson Argo, with the defensive play. A minute 56 left to go in the game. And a timeout called by Panthers coaches. Couldn't get the play. All right. I will try to catch you. Yeah. Let's try to work on that together in between games.
Does it help at all?
I mean, it helps some. We're just gonna need to. Maybe with one of us on each side, we can get the. All right. We're maneuvering our roofing. Fires and nearly. Blake Monarch almost got a hand on it, nearly had himself a pick. Huh? Yeah.
I was hoping it would at least cover yourself close and felt like we're at the end and it didn't, so
Yeah, it's okay. Like I said, we'll work on it in between games. 40 seconds left to go in the game, and the Suntree Viera Hawks are going to pick up a victory, trying to keep the donut on the scoreboard. And wait a minute, he's got room. And shoved out of bounds. Givings Jones pushes him out of bounds. Fourth and 2. But there's 2 seconds left, 1 second. And that's the game. And the Suntree Viera Hawks pick up a 30-0 victory and a first program victory of the day. Congratulations, 10U. We'll be back for 12U here in a few minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network.